Hello, dear friends, how are you? If somebody is leading a good life and living happily, being respected by the people, having somewhat satisfaction in the life, having a good self image and good self esteem, it is all because of their habits. And conversely, if somebody is very unhappy, very unsuccessful, that is also because of the bad habit of that particular person. So it actually means that everything else is dependent upon habits. Nothing plays a crucial role than the habits. This is why we have opted to talk about the habits. And while we are talking about the habits, we have included a very nice book on the subject, and that book is called Atomic Habits. The writer of the book is James Clear, and James Clear is the very famous writer indeed. This book of him has made him a famous one, and it is the best-selling book. Millions of copies have been sold, and another big amount of the copies will be sold later on. So let's talk about what this atomic habit says. There are four very basic steps, and the first one is make it obvious. Understand your habits, identify what is the good habit, what is the bad habit, what are the triggers, what are the cues, and that step is called make it obvious. That step is called understand it better. This is the after we come to know this is a bad habit which I want to get rid of, we need to start hating it. Hate, hate, and hate as much as you can. The more hateful you become toward that, the easier it will become to come out, and the more loving, the more cherishing, and the more admiring we become toward a good habit, the easier it will become to adopt it. So identification, making it obvious, understanding it better, that is the step number one. And now, not only the habit itself, but the cues, the triggers as well. Now the second step is focus on that. The second step is that with the bundle it with a very enjoyable activity, and that is called make it attractive. Use temptation bundling to link desirable habits with the enjoyable activities. For example, only listening to your favorite podcast while exercising, or eating something good which you are already eating, but attach it with the walking. If you want to start a walk, that after the completion of the walk, after doing the gym, I will be eating it, I will be doing this a good activity of mine. So that is the step number two, and it is called make it attractive. Now the step number three is make it easy. And making it easy, how can I make it easy? Just by start with a few minutes only, and it is reduce friction by designing an environment that is reduce friction by designing an environment that support the good habits. Use the 2 minutes rule to make new habits easy to adopt, using the 2 minute rule or using the 5 minute rule. I will be doing it only for the 5 minutes and not more than that at all for the first full month. And first full month, 5 minutes only in a day, anybody can do that. But don't think that these 5 minutes will not do anything. It will pave the way and it will make it a habit. It will consolidate it. Do it regularly. Do it regularly. And these 5 minutes a day will create a great atmosphere indeed, and it will put you on the track. This is like, every drop is important, and this also means starting a journey of 10,000 miles to start with a single step. And then the fourth and the last step is make it satisfying. It means celebrate every small success or every milestone you reach. Reward yourself. Rewarding yourself in a sensible manner so that it does not become addiction at all. That is the fourth and the last step about, the atomic habit. Now, after talking the four basic steps, we are going to talk about the key concepts, the four key concepts, and then the talk will be over. The first key concept is the power of compounding, and it says small consistent changes can lead to significant results over a period of time, like becoming 37 times better in a year with just 1% daily improvement. So any small improvement, but on a consistent basis, create a bigger difference. The second key concept is focus on the system and not on the goal only. It is prioritize building habits and processes that lead to the success rather than focusing solely on a specific goal. Focus on system, not goals. Prioritize building habits and processes that lead to the success rather than focusing solely on specific goals. The third key concept is identify identity based habits, and it says focus on becoming the type of person who achieve your goals rather than just achieving that the goal itself. And it is identity based habits. The fourth and the last key concept is that is environment design. Shape your surrounding to support your good habit and enable bad habits less accessible. That is very indeed make the excess of the bad habits more and more difficult by separating yourself, by distancing yourself from that bad environment. Also get closer to the good people, good environment, either physically or online. That is all from me today, and that is the atomic habits in the nutshell. Thank you.